time to y'all. This is Double R, unplugged. I'm unplugged. I'm kind of on blocks right now. Kind of changed things around, wearing one of my old hats. Anyway, when things were different. But I done got comfortable. But I don't know. I can't believe that everybody's so excited. But anyway, I'm gonna keep trying to give content. And I'm telling you, there's not gonna be no, if I'm gonna do it like I know to do it, I mean like everybody's telling me to do it, that there's not gonna be no subject matter like in one chapter book thing, kind of sort of thing. It's gonna be like a fuzzball in a hurricane. But you know, if it comes to my mind, I better say it and go on and get it over with, because I'll forget it. And I got a range all the way from what's going on now to when I was a young'un. And speaking of that, when I was a young'un, you know, I heard of people getting, you know, and I got to be real careful. I done been told I got to be careful with these words I got to come up with to make y'all know what I'm talking about. But when a person takes and forces another person to do something they don't want to do, and they might wind up multiplying, when that happens, and you might have to bag it up and play it again. But if you do that a couple times, you'll figure out what I'm talking about. And the word is like a grape. It sounds a lot like a grape flavored drink. Just the grape part. But it ain't a grape. When I was young, I was real sheltered. My daddy got killed when I was 3 years old in a crop dust crash. And Mama tried to be Mama and Daddy, and I didn't have nothing but women around. My cousins were women, girls, and my uncles, they were working. Anyway, they used to put me in dresses and everything when I was young. But anyway, I used to hear on the news, you know, and people talking about somebody got, you know, that word. And I reckon most time it was a female. I think that's the majority of people who get done that way. But anyway. And then the word assaulted. I don't know if that's a trigger word or not. But you know, that means they got jacked up pretty good. Well, I was a youngin', you know, and I probably think my mind probably don't work much better now than it did then. But I just used to think that, you know, I remember them rakes. They call them garden rakes. No, landscaping rakes. They ain't for raking leaves. They more for, like, you know, digging up something. I mean, they really, you know, they sharp. They hard. 'Cause I stepped on one, and it popped me in the mouth. And it busted my lip and hurt my foot. So when I used to hear that word, that word about somebody it got done to, and they usually look pretty rough when as they got through. Oh, I mean when they showed that picture, but I just used to think the news people didn't know what they were talking about. And they were trying to say the word, but they were saying. I just thought that they weren't saying the word right. They were saying the other word. I'm thinking raped, because I was thinking probably some mean person held them down and took that rake and just raked their back real good and scratched it up and, tore them up. But I was young and that's what I thought. I thought, well, I know that was her. But I didn't know it was the other stuff. And then when I heard about somebody being assaulted, I just thought most times they look pretty rough too. And I just thought, cause I knew what salt would do to your cut, kind of like that. What's that old orange stuff they used to put on us? Oh, and I can't remember the name of that stuff that they'd put on a Curin or some kind of crap. I can't remember the name of it, but they put it on Mercuricum. There's that red stuff, and boy, they put that in your daggum cut, and you gonna get it. You gonna get it. And when they put that in there, it burned. So I figured, and I knew salt would burn it. You get the sweat and then it go to burn. So I just figured that somebody, when they got them rubbed up, they just rubbed salt all over them, assaulted. I mean, I was young. And, got it in the eyes and rubbed it all over them spots where they got beat up, like blooded up and all. And that's just what I used to think was, violence, when people got violated. And most people probably won't think this is funny, but to the one that asked about it, they'll know who they were. And I mean, it's like an open book. Until next time, y'all, this double R signing out. And y'all figure it out. May the Lord bless.